out, tried to throw it away. Our DBs can take some chances, try to get those interceptions they're so known for.
McCollum's pass incomplete. He just had to get rid of that one as the defense almost found their way to him. So, first play looked like it worked out well for the Lions. Now they got to keep it up for the rest of the second half.
All right, there we go.
McCollum under center.
What's going on Twitch? What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Troy, CEO of FantasyStatMatch.com, giving it to you. Another Week 4 matchup.
Not able to come up with it.
My game had
it'll be third and long
cut off, so now I'm just going to
as an update
start all over.
In Massachusetts,
I got my kids in the background, so don't mind them. The kids are babies, so let's go ahead and stream. I'm giving it to you 3 games at a time, so I'll be playing 3 games straight. I'll be simulating the defense. I'll only be on offense. One of the goals that I got to accomplish is I can't throw more than 3 interceptions in 16 games. Right now, I already got 2. I threw 2 interceptions against Chicago Bears. My record, as you can see on the screen right now, 1-2. And Aaron Rodgers is having a subpar year right now. He's completing like I think 63% of his passes, and for only averaging 221 yards per game, 664 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. So I can throw 3 interceptions, but I can't throw more than 3 interceptions. And so now I got to go probably like 14 or 15 or 16. What is it? Actually 13 games straight without throwing a pick. And that's going to be pretty hard. I'm playing on an all-pro setting. Our ground game is not doing good, so I will focus, put a lot of emphasis on our ground game this week. Receiving Devontae Adams, you can't ask for anything better than that. Nearly averaging 100 yards a game.
They might have trouble 1 or 2 plays, they get out of it, 21 catches, they're right back down
averaging almost 7 catches, well 7 catches a game pretty much in 3 games. So he's my money, he's my ace. I just got Jimmy Graham coming back off of an injury, so we're doing good now. So anyways, let's get started. I'm going to play offense only, and like I said, I'm playing on all pro skill level. So go ahead, thank you whoever's here. We'll really appreciate the follow, and just thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it, really do.
There's a snap, looking for a quick throw. McCollum just trying to get out of there. Tells the man to come back, and it is a touchdown for Jordan Jolly. And the Cobras once again striking hot. 5 for 5 possessions, resulting in touchdowns. It's just a sure bet at this point. The Lions got to find some sort of way to stop that offense.
They're just making it too easy, coming down the field, getting McCollum out of the pocket, kind of like they want to, but letting him scramble and him keeping his eyes downfield. Mario Donnell not able to keep up with Jolly. Carolina, as you said, 5 for 5.
All right, let's go ahead and skip that part.
It gets to a point where,
anyways,
as a
they gotta,
defense, you can say,
play this game, and I can't throw any. I can throw 1 interception, but that's about it, or else I won't get paid $2 grand. So we got a wager going here. If I don't throw more than 3 interceptions, I get paid $2 grand. Just letting everybody know. Go to FantasyStatMatch.com. Register to the site for free. It only takes literally 30 seconds to register, and then get ready for the launch June 21st. The whole piece is all about matching stats.
See how upset the Lions secondary is.
Your favorite athletes, game highs, and being able to,
the stats say
do it before anybody else. Being the top 10% of people to do it. Buying into the challenge, your money goes towards the pot, and that pot is regurgitated back out to the top 10% of people who accomplish the challenge first. So right now, I'm just going to focus on a lot of ground and pound, give Aaron Rodgers a break from getting sacked. He was getting broke off several games in a row, and it's just, very, very, very worrisome. So I don't want him getting hurt.
And they're just making it look so easy. What they're doing isn't, it is more complicated than it sounds. They're making it look so easy. They're just coming down. So we're leaving so much space between the receivers and DBs.
Fantasy Stat Match features all of the
sports. Who's a turnover pro quarterback?
Features all of the sports. Basketball, NBA 2K, MLB, which is MLB The Show. That's all.
Columbus, their defense is always just ending up on their heels because they're always gaining yards. Every play is a positive play, whether it's 5, 7, 15 yards even. And so as Columbus keeps getting pushed back, the defense keeps saying,
we always use that damn holding pattern.
how do we keep stopping this thing?
Cut that shit off.
Eventually, they're going to have to find a way, but right now, it's up to the
Sorry,
offense
my
to try
son
to
is in the
keep it
background
back in this
screaming his
game and
lungs
get
out.
to
I apologize about the noise. I really do.
Keep them into this
Scream
game
like he's
while it's still one.
He's 2 years old and
Halfway
he's
through
screaming
the
like
third
he's
quarter, something's got to pick up here soon.
A score update in Massachusetts as well.
Can I get a face mask on that? Because I'm sure grabbing my face mask
right there. They lead 33-27 over the New York Street with 6:53 to go in that game. 6:26 in this game. Carolina's leading 35-21 as Rutherford's getting ready to look for the deuce. Try to get Carolina up. It seems like it's been one step forward, 2 steps back for the Lions right now. They've been able to they've been able to answer back and score. However, their defense, when you can't come up with a stop, it's hard. Then again, some people just say this is just arena football. There's
no great defense. Found the right guy, you got him.
And the deuce attempt is no good, a little bit to the left. But valiant effort by Rutherford. And he's moving that one right under his forefoot. It's been a problem for kicking here in the Civic Center. But the Lions take over and bring the field position. As this calls for this squad to come back out. Looking to add to their touchdown drive.
It's all right. It's all right. Not worried about it.
Another case, it seems like the offense has been in the same situation all game. Just having to keep yourself in this ball game. No matter what you do, you got to find the end zone somewhere. No turnovers. You got to be smart with the ball if you're Luke Collis. Find the open receiver.
Kent Petway finding daylight. He's going 15, 10 fumbles. They're looking to call him down as Terrence Mack ends up with the ball, but Kent Petway showing the burst of speed that made him an all-SEC back at Auburn University. That's a first down for the Columbus Lions.
Not worried about it.
That way found that crease and just nailed it. Took off right down the field. Ended up getting 15, 20 yards before anyone could even get a hand on him.
That's what I want to do.
You can see he's tough to bring down. A little ball carry issues there. Having the ball get knocked out, but they did roll him down. But that's just another element that he's bringing to the table for Columbus. And they didn't really have it. Ronnie Burrow was that burst of speed from a running back.
Collis looking into the end zone. He throws it up.
Good way to get
it is caught in the end. Touchdown, Lions. Flag on the play. Both Lagante going up top, bringing that one down. And with a flag on the play, let's see who's it on. It's on Carolina. Decline, touchdown for the Columbus Lions. Luke Collins looking right. Seeing Bones cut across the field. He throws it up. A prayer to the back of the end zone, and Bones comes down with it. And Bones literally glad he didn't go through the door. And he comes down with the catch. Now the Lions looking to make it 7. Erickson's kick is up. And it is no good. So now things just got a little bit more interesting. Blake Erickson, Blake Erickson missing that kick. It's now 8. It's not the worst thing in the world, but now if you're head coach Jason Gibson, you've been avoiding going for the deuce so far in this game. Do you go for it now? Because if you miss, you know where Carolina's going to end up. And your defense already had a tough time stopping.
It's a tough call for coach because you're right. If you do miss, you're giving a team that's carved you up all day for 5 touchdowns. The ball only 30 yards away from the goal line instead of being 50 yards. So, I don't know. Erickson seems pretty comfortable, and so is the return team, in letting them bring the ball out and giving them a chance to stop them, getting them inside the 10-yard line. I think they kind of stick with that. I don't think we go for the deuce yet. I'm expecting that they get the ball, able to score one more time at least, and have another opportunity at it. But at the same time, why not? It's 2 points, and 2 points now is never going to hurt. So we'll see what Erickson decides to do. If he's comfortable trying to get it there, it feels like they can give Columbus a chance to get 2 points. I have all the confidence in having that happen.
I'm good. You had to have a lot of empathy from me. It's all good.
Can he get it? probably the worst way possible. I mean,
come on, Jimmy down.
I guess you could say
you gotta get that separation. He can't get no separation.
The fact hitting it off the post, I think he's done that twice now this year, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
might have been a regular field goal last time instead of a kickoff, but hitting the upright almost called it on the money right there.
Gotta
take 2 points, but unfortunately having to knock off the goalpost. But at the same time, you do see Carolina getting the ball at the 6. A great result.
Get that first down. Good
Columbus
catch.
if it was happening any other way.
And I guess they didn't get the 2 points, but at least they are on the 6. So I guess the best case scenario, if you missed it, did happen.
Better than the 20.
Well, Combs looking for his man. He gets hit, and his receiver was streaking upfield. Jordan Jolly had a touchdown, but he never looked back.
Touchdown. Jimmy Rankham.
McCollum getting pressured. Michael Fanning laying a big hit on
nice way to return off your injury and score a touchdown, Jimmy.
Not able to get it to Jolly in time, and that's kind of what the Lions defense needs to do is when they get that pressure, McCollum's not going to be nearly as accurate as if he is sitting back there with daylight and time. And you see, leaving it short, Jolly was not looking for it either. They're probably expecting it to be further downfield, McCollum having to get rid of it a lot quicker than he was probably anticipating.
By the time Jolly looked back, the ball was already on its way. And you saw the frustration. He's like, come on, I had to touch that. Second down, McCollum getting pressured.
46 for Devontae.
Nope, he's going to find Jolly.
Good.
And Jolly makes 2 men miss. He's got a 20-yard line of the Lions. A big play by Jolly.
Got him again. Look at that dude's ground. Look at him.
That's a great play by Jolly, evading those 2 defenders and getting downfield. Got it himself an extra 10-15 yards just from the catch alone. But able to move upfield and get that extra yardage. And Columbus got to make those tackles. You got to save those yards. Can't let Carolina get any closer than they have already been. Because as you've seen, they've been lethal inside the 20.
McCollum throw, and that's way too high. He got a couple of those. However, he's played well so far.
Yeah, I mean, he has outplayed himself drastically compared to what we have actually been talking about, but he's been super consistent. The coach is getting him the open throws that he needs, finding those guys that are wide open, easy dink and dunks for him. Nothing really risky that he's thrown the one pass deflection by Fencing in the end zone, just about it. But he's been very cautious with the ball, keeping Carolina in front.
Combs looking for a man, he just goes down. Probably a smart call. If he couldn't throw it away, it's just easier just to fall down and take the 3rd and long. Because so far, Carolina's been able to convert.
Great play by Kendrick Washington getting in there, getting McCollum to the ground, and now here we go. 3rd down and 13. What the Lions want right now as a defense. You got an offense that's been hot all day. Your chance to stop them is right now. Get your offense back on the field.
3rd and 13. Pearson in motion. McCollum with the ball. He's going to Pearson left side. And he just barely gets the first down, it looks like. First down for Carolina. And every time 3rd down comes a knocking, the Cobras answer the call.
They've been running a clinic on getting to the 3rd down marker and making sure that when their receivers catch it, they are eligible to get that first down every time. They're going right to the sticks, going a yard past it, and making sure they get that first down to move the chains. And the receivers have been open, which doesn't help Columbus either.
A little dunk attempt to the left side comes up incomplete. As Jolly will check back in. And don't be surprised if Jolly is the intended target here on this next play.
What's the problem? What's that?
Is Jolly going to come up big for the Cobras again? McCollum steps back. Left side. Touchdown. It looks like the Columbus Lions DB may have just fell.
Yep. And I noticed that, but, you know,
and
just
the Cobras
get that commercial out there.
6 for 6 on the drive so far. And it's just been a clinic, like you said, on offense. They've just found ways to get past this Columbus defense.
It's just been textbook. Everything that they've done, it seems like. It's like watching the Patriots. They don't do anything fancy. You give Tom Brady 5-7 yard passes, he's going to move you down the field and you're going to win games. And sure enough, that's exactly what Carolina's been able to do. They've had no pressure on them whatsoever by this Columbus defense, really for the most part, except for a few plays. And they've been making it look easy as they tack on to make it 42-27 here with 24 seconds left in the third quarter.
42-27, the Cobras lead. We'll have to put commercial break and we'll come right back. We'll have more NL football here on YouTube Live and CTV Beam.
Got him.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
And we're back inside the Columbus Civic Center. The Cobras lead 42-27. It's just been that kind of game for the Lions. It's pretty much been trading blows back and forth. The Lions are either 2 touchdowns back or a touchdown back. Luke Collis and his offense seems to have found their stride. But the strong point for the Lions, which has been their defense, has just had its moments. They've had third down. They've had third and long.
They've had every opportunity given to them to try to stop this offense. And Carolina is just, they've just downright played it better. They really have. I mean, Columbus has done everything they could. Played good defense for the most part in the secondary. They just haven't been able to get too much pressure on McCollum. They're just sitting there 5-7 yards every single time. I mean, it seems like it's always going to work. Columbus is just making them look way too easy for Carolina.
At this point, time is now a factor. There's 19 seconds to go in the third. You got one more quarter. And you hate to say it, but as the Lions can't find a stop on defense in the next 2 possessions, this game may get out of hand.
Yeah, it could be scarily close to being over. You're right, because a 3-possession game in itself is going to be tough. So we'll see how Columbus wants to attack this fourth quarter, but right now their focus in this last play, seeing what they can do to get down the field and try to score.
Collis steps back. He's going deep to Paris Mack. However, it will fall incomplete. And that will end the third quarter as the Cobras lead 42-27.
That's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
We're going to head to a quick commercial break, and we'll come back. Cobras lead 42-27 here on YouTube Live and CTV Beam.
Tied it up. Tied me up.
It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. The Packers offense now heading back out to the field. Carol Rogers. Last time they was out here, caused a turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was and they stopped.
Yeah, whatever you are.
And situational football is not just...
Can you hear me? Alright, Lions fans, Maggie Reese here again with AJ Harmon. AJ, it seems like every time y'all get a foot back in the game, you get kicked back. What do you got to do in the fourth quarter to get back in this thing?
We just need a couple more stops on D once we get that his game. But right now, you know, Carolina, they're doing a good job moving the ball. We just got to get a couple stops. Simple.
How do you get those stops on defense?
Keep pressure on the quarterback. Hopefully we get a pick six. That'll be even better.
All right, we'll look for that in the fourth quarter, Lions fans. Thanks for joining us, AJ.
Columbus, Georgia, as we are in the third and fourth quarter festivities. A lot of the kids throw balls trying to win a prize here. And for the Lions, it's just been a tough going so far through the first 3 quarters. They've had a better showing than they did 2 weeks ago, but they gotta find a way to get a stop on defense. And as you saw, I was talking about Nike down there, talking about the fans. Gotta find something. You gotta find something to get going for the Lions. As the Cobras, give credit where credit is due. They've done their homework and they've done a fabulous job of stopping Columbus in their tracks, at least for the first couple of drives. That way they can take this 2-touchdown lead and keeping it going into the 4th quarter.
Yeah, it seems like a whole change of script from the last time Columbus and Carolina played 2 weeks ago. For Columbus, it was the defense the first game that kept them in it, and the offense with the turnovers. This game, it really hasn't been any turnovers whatsoever. It's just been this, it's a tip of the cap to the Carolina offense for just playing better so far. I mean, the defense has done all they can. The offense is, I mean, besides the one blunder at the end of the first half, little timing error, that's really nobody's fault. It's just, unfortunately, the way the rules work and the time rolls. But having that, not being able to punch that in, it just seems like Columbus is doing everything they can, and all you can really say right now is that Carolina has just outplayed them, not even by much, but just enough to where they're keeping it out of reach. And every time Columbus gets back into it, the Cobras strike right back. It's a two-possession game again, and so now a lot of the pressure is coming on this Columbus offense to try to keep up with what this defense is lacking.
Hello, everybody. Start of the 4th quarter. Lions are losing 42-27. For the Cobras, yeah, they just played great. Look, forget what happened last week in Orlando. I know everybody wants to talk about it. Amazing for Orlando and what they did. There is a reason why, and I'll say this until the day it's not true anymore. There's a reason why Carolina is defending NL champions. There's a reason why they can come into certain places like the Civic Center, which, by the way, they are 15 minutes away from getting the first ever win here. Usually, they don't win here, but they came in, they've done the research, and they're just a great team, hands down. No matter what happened, 3 weeks ago, a couple weeks ago against Jacksonville, no matter what happened against Orlando, Carolina, even though the offense has struggled at times, even though the defense is giving up a ton of points, and you saw coming into today, they benched 3 of their DBs. They were not happy about what happened to Orlando. And they've come out and they've played well. They played well. And for Columbus has played well. Columbus is showing why. They're the reason why for the last 2 years we've reached a championship game. Right? Yeah, exactly. We may not be the one with the best record at the end of the year, but we're the one that plays the best at the end of the year. Right? And they're trying to make it back for a 3rd straight year. But with the Lions, what's been their strength in their defense has yet to come up with a big stop, although they've had their chances. They've had their 3rd down. They've had their 4th down. And the Cobras, whether by running the ball, passing the ball, getting a penalty, have found a way to convert each and every time.
You're exactly right. And Columbus, it's been shooting themselves in the foot on defense too. The defensive penalties have really killed them, giving Carolina some yards to gain.
A quick throw over to Sanders McCollum. Kind of a little bit of a trickery by Collis. Only gets about a yard.
When we see another great performance like this out here at Rogers, you have to chuckle thinking that it's only FBS offense.
As it will be 3rd and long for the Lions. 3rd and 8 officially, as this is definitely the drive that you do not need to come up short right now.
No matter what happens, you got to get out of this drive with points. Something whatsoever. A little help right there from Carolina as they jump off sides, saving Columbus a possible 5 yards, maybe making this easier third down opportunity.
This might be the best of the bunch.
Waiting on the call.
Into the red zone, it's Rogers. He's got a man.
Bill DeVoe, who is a defensive lineman, is also playing guard today because of the injuries. Gotta remember, keeping your thoughts, Joe Harris, who went down with a nasty injury last week. Hopefully he'll be back soon with the Cobras. DeVoe playing both ways, calling Antonio on there. So 3rd and 3, Bagante in motion calling him back. Looking for somebody. He's going deep to Paris Mack. And Paris Mack got held up by the DB. However, that ball sailed out of bounds. even if Harris Mack didn't get held up, not sure that he would have been able to catch up.
Yeah, I failed it, so I won't be getting $2,000. I got 4 interceptions already, and they fucking beat me. Son of a bitches.
Yeah, the playbook's kind of wide open for Coach Gibson right now. I'm curious to see what they go with, but obviously going to try to get something quick. Probably on the far side of the field with the open hash. But as you said a couple minutes ago, this is a drive where you have to come up with something. Right now this could make or break this game for Columbus.
Collins, quick pass over to Sanders McCollum, and he'll sneak by for a couple yards, just enough to move the chains, and it was just barely.
I don't know how he snuck his way down those boards without going out of bounds, but able to get past that first defender that took the bait and jumped that route again. Carolina's been getting a little antsy. Their DBs trying to get in front of these routes and tried to pick one off. McCollum able to stick his hands out there and grab it, snuck down the boards, pushed Columbus ahead for another first down.
In a 2-minute drill,
picks up a new set of downs. Clock is ticking. Collins hand off the Petway. He goes around the corner, lowers his shoulder. He only get about a yard. That's Mike Green coming up, putting his shoulder down, and looks like a man is down for the Cobras. We'll try to see who it is. Looks like it's going to be linebacker Pascal Vaccio, who's a big and important piece of this Cobras defense. Came into today with 3 interceptions, 15.5 tackles, 4 pass breakups, and 1 fumble recovery. He's kind of the heart.
And we won.
Right in the middle, in that field general, and he's down. Looks like he'll try to get back up. There he goes. Looks like it may just be a little bit of a stinger, hopefully. We've seen this Cobra team get beat up a lot. And last thing that we need is for more injuries for either team right now.
Especially with this big stretch of this middle of the season coming up. Health is going to be a big concern for both of these teams. Lucky to see Vaccio get up. As you said, the heart and soul of that defense, if they lose him, I don't know what they would be doing on the defensive side of the ball. He is the field general, gets them going. And he looks fine, just a little shaken up, a little stinger. But Columbus gets the ball now.
We just got done playing that game. So I threw more than 3 interceptions I threw 4 interceptions in 4 games. So I'm still going to continue doing the franchise, but I just want to show you guys something. Show you guys
a little bit of a push on DeAndre Brown. They're going to say no flag.
Commercial.
So a lot of contact down there on DeAndre Brown. And what I'm thinking is the only downside of being 6'6" in the NAL is you don't get the calls that the smaller receivers do. I'd assume you push a DeAndre Brown around, you push somebody like Paris Mack like that, he's going to fall over. But Brown able to hang in there and try to make a play on it. Didn't get a call, but
so it's a quick 3rd and 9 for the line. They're picking up first down.
Okay, I guess I can't stream it.
Brown,
so let's go to the website.
Sanders McCollum going in motion.
Anyways, here we go. It's the website.
Snap. Collins, quick throw to Sanders McCollum.
I'm going to kind of explain the website to the viewers. So here you go. You got FantasyStatMatch.com. Match stats for stacks, integrating sports with video games. First visit period to register in June. Get free entries. Today is June, so go ahead and register right now.
Go-to weapon, Sanders McCollum. It seems like it's been all year.
100% of your life left from Tom Landry.
Just cutting across the field. Gets down to the 1 yard line.
Let's look at the rules.
So consistent. You know, every time that ball hits his hand, more than likely he's going to be bringing it in.
Each sport has its own different unique rules that you got to abide by. It's very paramount that before you do a challenge or buy into a challenge, I would recommend that once you register, you go and look at these rules. Okay, so let's go to challenge rules and let's go to the game settings and rules. And so this is the most important rules that you guys need to know. Number 1. Okay. See, these are challenge rules, and
I don't think that drew a flag.
you can see right here for Madden, different settings for NBA, MLB, FIFA, NHL, so forth and so on. It's very paramount, like I said, that you read these rules so you won't be disqualified. So anyways, right here, Go to NFL.
Just want to make sure they get everything
so
right.
we have this little card with Julio Jones on it with the FSM logo at the bottom. It looks pretty neat.
Is coming here
And then NFL Challenge coming soon. When you register to the site, what you're going to end up seeing once we go live June 21st is this space right here that I'm showing you. NFL Challenge coming soon. You're going to see a PayPal or like a buy-in. You guys can do like a buy-in on the actual card. We'll have buy-ins range from anywhere from $2 buy-ins all the way up to $100 buy-ins.
Still calling the penalties that occurred on the last play. Columbus lines up and tries
once
to run
you buy
a QB
into the
sneak.
challenge, and then you have to.
As the ref doesn't even know what's going on behind him.
You know, when the challenge starts and all that. First of all, when you buy into the challenge, you're already going to know when the challenge starts. Is going to advertise, the start date, the time, etc. And it's going to tell you a little bit about how big the pot is going, potentially going to be. And so essentially, when you pay your $10 or $5, that money is going towards the pot. And
inches aren't going to do much for you, I guess.
It is a game of inches, although it won't get into the end zone.
Because we won't reveal any stats to you guys until that day. Once you register to the site and once you already bought into the challenge, that day that the actual challenge starts, so like for instance, this one Saturday, 1 o'clock p.m. It's just at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 10 o'clock Pacific. The stats will be revealed, and you'll just have to hop right on to your PlayStation, Xbox, PlayStation Vita, whatever system you have, and then you have to start competing. You have to match it. Obviously, you have to match some sort of stats for Julio Jones.
I'm trying to make sure, Chris, was that 3 in a row?
To the exact number,
four penalties,
and then submit that to a URL. And you'll be
have the distance from the 2.
On your way
I'm looking at our monitor, Chris. The ball's
probably possibly get some good change, some good money.
I don't know what else you can do.
That's pretty much it. We got different challenges. We feature NBA 2K for NBA.
But look at it this way: the clock is
and
ticking.
I'm telling you guys right now, like all these pictures you guys see is going to be a Stephen Curry challenge.
Sort of game plan for at least to get
we can use
the clock,
his 2019-2018 season stats, or we can go even deeper. We can go to his historical stats, his historical single game highs, and we can use that. So here we got MLB The Show, which is a very popular game right now on Twitch, getting the most views this weekend. You see Christian Yelich right there.
Not too concerned yet. There's still a good bit of time left.
It could be a challenge where you hit, first person to hit, or first 10% of people to hit 2 bombs with Christian Yelich.
He gets tripped up.
Depending on how big and deep the pot is, you get paid out.
Another linebacker coming over the top to make sure he doesn't get in.
Look into.
Here we go.
So it's pretty
Second
neat.
down, Petway pitch.
And then you got FIFA right here. You got Lionel Messi. Right?
The Cam Petway just
something
not
we're gonna have a match for him, and then we got right here for NHL. We have.
Now Coach Gibson has a question. You stick with that again?
Alexander.
Or do you risk? He said he was nervous.
And so
but now with DeAndre Brown,
too,
you have that over-the-top threat with a 6'6" receiver.
Are endless, and so we just can't wait.
It's a must-score situation.
Launches June 21st.
And
go ahead and register for free.
I mean, we're at 10 minutes at one point, and we're now under 9.
Be on your way. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the whole thesis of the website. And so
the play clock hit 0.
Pretty good, pretty nice. I like it. I like it really a lot.
And so, the Lions are taking the delay game penalty.
It's gonna be an awesome concept. Make you some good money.
Probably a game
if the pot is deep and you just got the skills on the 6 to actually hit those exact numbers.
They try to punch in this third down, and now it looks like it's going to be.
So yeah, just kind of want to show that. I'm kind of disappointed that my video is not showing up, but let's go somewhere real quick.
Still would be better to be a yard out though.
But here, maybe you guys can see the actual commercial we have.
So that's a tough one to take, but Coach is saving his timeouts because, as we know, inside a minute.
For this, right?
And so now Carolina has declined the delayed game penalty. They don't want Columbus to have more room. You're gonna line up on the 1 yard line, and you're gonna run the play.
Yeah, and we think that we have enough talent to stop you, is what they're saying. We stopped you twice. Let us stop you again.
Now, it is important to notice. Austin Hester, the right guard, has just deemed himself
eligible. Here we go. Let's take a look at this commercial.
Here we go. Luke Collins under center.
Here we go.
Good pass to both.
Just need 5 more yards.
Touchdown for the Columbus
and 1 completion
to match Cam Newton's stats
Bagante
to
going
win
up
this
top
match.
once again.
Let's do it.
And Agent Zero, mission accomplished. Lions are in the end zone. And they're looking to go for 2 right here.
Beautiful play executed by Collis and Bagante. The same thing that we saw earlier in the game on the right side of the field here. Just a nice little fade route up to Bagante, able to pinpoint that ball at the very top of the DB. DB's not able to find it midair. Collis with literally just a step and a flick. And Bagante, the best in his field, and able to go up and pinpoint that ball. And now Columbus is going to go for 2 here to try to make it 35 and get it within 7 points. On the 2-yard line, let's see what Coach Gibson draws up as they're going to try to make this game a little bit closer, put some pressure on Carolina.
Lions going for 2. It's an end around the Paris.
Here we go.
Speed.
Just need 5 more yards.
For 2 points. The Lions putting 2 on the board. They're down by 7 with 7:13 to go. The Cobras.
Here we go.
Look like they were going to
Just
stand
need
up the
5 more
Lions
yards
in the red zone.
and 1 completion
Now this
to match
game
Cam
got a
Newton's
whole
stats
lot
to win this
more
cash.
interesting here
Let's
in
do
the
it.
Columbus Civic Center. What a great play call by Coach Gibson. The end around the Paris Mack, the speed, the absolute speed. And Carolina just did not know where the ball was going to go. Great play by the Lions. Now down 7. And this is put up or shut up time. We're going to head to a quick commercial break, and we'll come back. We'll have more NL football here on YouTube Live and CTV Beam.
Nice little layout of a commercial.
Really? You don't need to go anywhere else. That's what we did. Well, what about my building?
Hi there.
Hello, my name is Troy James.
And what do you do for a living?
I work in human resources.
Okay. So what will you be doing for us today?
You'll see.
Well, I can't wait to see this. Good luck.
So that's it.
Thank you.
Being returned by Shinola.
All right, so that's it.
Making some guys miss, but he's brought down before he gets to the 15-yard line. Lions don't go for the